Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to try and give you back your frying pan there. It did its job. It woke up Yang and got me a new summon, so thank you for that. The Meat Cleaver. Yeah, there is no benefit to going back down there anymore. So now we don't need to go back in the Sylph Cave or the Cave of Summons ever again, so I sold off all my antidotes, which I barely used, and my Maiden's Kisses, which I was almost out of anyway. Definitely get toted a lot in those two areas, specifically the Cave of the Selves. But now that we've done that, and sold off a bunch of things, not a lot that you really need to keep. Well, I haven't organized my inventory. Oh boy. Close enough. Yeah, keep a few things laying around, just for now. Most of the things we'll be putting into the, and you definitely want to keep the Meat Cleaver for later. You'll want to keep it, store everything in the Fat Chocobo there. There's one more thing that we could do right now, but I'd rather not. So, let's get back down to Baron, which I believe is over here. Why am I going to Baron again? Because City is over to the right, I think. Cydia, where is it? I'm so bad at trying to find places in this game. I don't know why, but I've never been able to memorize the world map. A lot of other games, I know exactly where I am, but not too much in this one. Anyway, like I said, there's one more thing that we could do right now, but I don't really think it's worthwhile. It's better to continue on with the game because, well, it leads to a unique ability. And just so you know, you can fly this thing. This is a massive ship, which obviously cannot go under there. But yeah, you can see a lot more of the world map when you have this on. Where should I? Well, yeah, whatever. I'll go from here. No, not the triangle button. Yeah, you have to land somewhere in order to do this. But, well, I guess you could have talked to this from the other side. But anyway, here is, I think, the Crystal of Flight they were saying. Or maybe this is just the crystal that sends you to the moon. Anyway, we get some nice 16-bit graphics showing us going to the moon. Yay! And an entirely new world map. Yay! Not. Anyway, where is it? It's a very small world map. See this island? Or, well, circle? Yeah, that's the same thing. This is a very tiny world map. Alright, let's land here. And we'll head over here to funky music. And it looks like Naming Ways, but they don't sound like Naming Ways. Hey, come back here. I want to find the right one. I can't find the right one. No. One of our friends built a ship and went to the blue planet. He was... Seriously? Yeah, basically somebody built a ship. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the Lunar Whale or not, but somebody built a ship. Ah, here's a naming way. The Hummingway family. So yeah, that's why you get that little hum every time you talk to any of them. Come back here. I want to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk to you. That's the one I want to talk to. Yay! We have one of the best shops in the entire game. Buy cottages, elixirs, dryathers, whatever you like. And the flute there is sometimes translated as a chocobo whistle. Basically what it does is it summons the Fat Chocobo from any point, which is very beneficial. There are other things, I don't even think I showed this off, but I think it's once you get the Lunar Whale, or maybe slightly after, you can go back to, what is it? Kokoro's house in the underworld, and you can buy Hellwind shurikens from him, which is very beneficial to, throwing, dealing a lot of damage. I'm not going to buy anything yet. I will buy some stuff later. Get out of the way. forgot to talk to this guy up here. Talk to this guy. Yeah, basically, he assumes that he was the first one spoken to, or the game assumes that you spoke to him first. Probably a Japanese thing, considering, you know, right to left as opposed to left to right. But, whatever. Anyway, now we have this ship to deal with. And in order to continue on with the plot, we're going to ignore the obviously dungeon-shaped island thingy and head to the obviously plot-important giant castle. And in order to do that, we have to go through a series of caves. So, am I healed? Yes. Let's do that. Now, I think I'm going to have to take a pause break because I have not prepared my bestiary, so I will do that and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. All set up and, well, figured out so I know what I'm doing to each enemy. Like these guys. The worm in the back is weak to fire. The other two, the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes, not really weak to much of anything, actually. So your best bet is to use multi-targeting spells that just do a lot of damage. And make sure you keep healing because these guys do a lot of damage. So I'm using... Okay, I probably should have used Raijin. Figured it would have done enough to the Abyss Worm since it's so weak to fire, but apparently not. Yeah, so the back one's weak to fire, and these ones in the front are not weak to much of anything. So I'm using Titan. If Rydia had learned, well, when she learns Quake, she'll be using that on them because that does a lot more damage, and I think Titan's just out of the range where it can one-shot them. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can take this guy out here. I don't need to do anything. You probably should have cast Cure 2 on Cecil, but oh well. Yeah, just beat away on this guy. You can use, actually, Rydia learned, what was it, Fire 3 off-screen there. I won't need that for this guy. Yeah, won't even need Fire 2. He's already dead. Yeah, but you're going to want to make sure you start healing up after pretty much every battle, because these guys can deal a lot of damage. And I won't do most of that on screen, but there you go. And after that battle, we get a golden apple. That was just 2 prokaryotes and 2 eukaryotes. Yeah, not too much, and I've been poisoned. Yeah, that's kind of one of the downsides of those guys, the different karyotes. I can't remember. They are one of the starting forms of life, if I remember my Earth Science class. I think so. Yeah. They're 2 different cell types, I believe. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, golden apple. Golden apple increases HP by 100, and of course we want to give that to Rydia because she has no HP. In the PSP and Game Boy Advance versions, you can, there is reason not to give it to her, but you're going to use her a lot anyway, so you might as well, in my opinion. Anyway, we got a new enemy, Dark Bomb, Dark Grenade, whatever they're called. Yeah. There is, well, I'm not sure if it's little known, but there's a little trick to dealing with them. A weak bolt spell will cause, on one of them, will cause a chain reaction that will kill every enemy on the screen. Now, I watched a speed play of this game, a speed run, and someone managed to get that attack and use it on the final boss to one-shot him, which was really, really funny. But anyway, yeah, that's something you can use anytime it comes up. The Moon Curtain is very similar to the Light Curtain. It casts Reflect. However, the Stardust, I don't remember what that does. What does that do? Cast Little Meteor. Why would I need that at this point? Okay, so yeah, it's just like the Light Curtain, except for it lasts for a longer time. So, you could use that if you want. Again, I said I wasn't going to heal on screen, and because I'm here, I might as well. And there we go. Let's see, can I find some new enemies? Maybe? No? You can't park the Lunar Whale any closer than we already did. Oh, these are new enemies. Look at that. These are pudding. And like all other flan-type enemies, they are susceptible to Toad. So use Toad. Then you don't have to deal with them. You do want to take out the prokaryote first. And yeah, just because it can poison you, and it's just not all that fun to deal with. Yeah, I think that Cure 2 was a little overkill for that, but oh well. Yeah, basically, the others I've been accumulating throughout the game there, I haven't had a lot of use for them so far. You know, I've used probably 5 or 6 of them throughout the game. You really don't need them all that much. You can conserve your MP using spells like Toad and Sleep and Piggy, and you don't really have to deal with it a lot of the time. So, yeah, how many do I have? Yeah, 34. Now is the time where you're not going to be too worried about your MP anymore, because you'll be using a bunch of those others. But I wouldn't use them all too soon, because the game's not over yet. Yeah, no enemies in there. Nice. And where have we arrived? The home of the Lunarians. One thing you can do while you're here is head over to the right here. And what do we have here? We know what that looks like. Free MP! Gotta love it. There's an HP and status one on the other side, but we'll do that in a minute. First, let's talk to this guy. He's invisible. Ooh, trippy lights. Hello? Is there anybody here? Wow, we found an old man. Joy! Fusoya. I'm assuming that you're supposed to pronounce like each individual syllable with that. Or, well, pair of syllables or pair of letters or whatever. Fusoya, Fusoya, I don't know. It's kind of a strange name. We are the people of the long-destroyed planet. Or a long-destroyed planet. So yeah, basically the asteroid field, or the asteroid belt in between Mars and Jupiter, apparently they're from a planet that exploded there. Even though it just never got to form because Jupiter had too much gravity. Anyway, this is not class. I don't get to teach. Okay, built a ship to travel to the blue planet, which will, well, it's Earth, basically, or Gaia, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, they refer to it as the blue planet because it has so much water on it. Yeah. Still evolving. Everyone's still evolving. We're always evolving. If we stopped, we'd be screwed. Wait a minute. We are screwed, aren't we? Yep. Definitely. Created another moon, so that's why there are 2 moons. One of us refuses to sleep. Oh, well, that's not very much fun. Brilliant, but impatient. Created the Tower of Babel. Huh. The tools to destroy themselves. So his body's asleep, or I guess paralyzed would be a better term, but his mind still roams free and he can still put forth his will onto others. Aha, psychic powers. Those with a dark soul. Ah, so Golbez is a puppet. Who is this guy? Zemus. The crystals, well, all the crystals, I guess, are a source of energy for these guys. Dimensional elevator. I'm assuming that's the thing that Rubicante used to disappear right before we fought... Oh, what was it? The mad scientist guy. I can't remember his name. The giant of Babel. Huh. The way to the moon. Oh, so there's just one black sheep, so to speak. Oh, well that's nice. Kind of like a Star Trek-ian kind of... Oh, what is that? I haven't seen that in a long time. Jeez, I gotta watch Star Trek again. The Prime Directive, that's the one. Yeah, how did that get there? Your younger brother, Kluya. Thralled with the world and spoke of aiding your Oh, that's nice. So that's how we have this magical teleporting road that no one else seems to be able to figure out. And gave Baron the ability to build airships. Founded Miss City. Wow, this guy did a lot. Oh, so all those legends were created by him. Fell in love. 2 children. One of them was... Wait. Really, game? Darth Vader much? Luke, I am your father. Well, Cecil, I am your father. Not really. This really does come out of... Well, it doesn't come out of left field. There's a slight bit of explanation that tries to... Yeah, that's the one. The voice on Mount Ordeal was his father's spirit. Somehow, apparently death does nothing in this game. It just makes it so that people can come back to life or exist as spirits, whatever. Ah, so maybe that's where he got all those clothes from when he became a paladin. His power to combat Seamus. Huh. Surrounded by a barrier. Oh, I guess if you had gone through the, on the surface, if you try and go up there, there's a barrier around it now for some plot convenience reasons. Basically so that we could not go up the Tower of Babel to get, the Tower of Babel to get back to the surface when we were stuck underground, which forced Sid to, of course, create that drill on the airship. And we have solved the dilemma. Yeah. The dilemma that is the 5th party member. And we have recruited Fusoya, who is level 50. I don't know why he's so much, so much of a higher level than anyone else, and even though he is, he's 6 levels higher than Rosa, and Rosa has the same HP as he does. He basically gains HP on the same level as Rydia. That's horrible. What can you do? Oh, he can do everything. He has every spell in the game. Every white spell, every black spell, and I'll rearrange my spells off screen later. Most importantly, where's his stats? His stats, not so good. Alright, let's see if we can give him some better stuff here. No, we don't want that. This is what I bought the other fairy rod for. And I think I already have that equipped. And light rope, definitely very good. And the rune ring. How's that? That's a little better. Drops his will stat, but his wisdom raises, and he definitely needs that. I'll sell some excess stuff later. Alright, we are fortified with a new party member. Let's put him to use. How are we going to put him to use? Well, that's obvious. We're going to fight an enemy on the healing point. Demon soldiers. These guys are annoying. Let's use the Fairy Claw since they are giant types. They will use Stone Gaze, and they can do quite a bit. What you want to do to deal with these guys is... Oh, I can only target one. Well, Joy. Okay, use Stop on them. And I'm going to Berserk Cecil so that he can start beating on them a little faster here. The other thing, Spirit Wave, I think it casts like a weak regen or regen on the entire party, which really does not do all that much. Now we have access to the tornado spell. I chose the one in the back to use stop on. So these guys are also susceptible to tornado. If it works. Yes, and that'll lower him to critical, and then we can one-shot him. There we go. That's not too bad. And did I stop the other one? Apparently I did. Yay! Yeah, these guys I think have like 12,000 HP or something like that. It's a lot of HP. But yeah, use the Fairy Claw, deal a little more damage, have those two take him out, and waste time attacking with weak people. Why not? I probably should have just berserked him. But there's no point now because he's dead. And we get some good experience, some good money, and no item. Go figure. Anyway, healing point. And yes, that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. Next time, I will get back to the Lunar Whale. And yeah, I'll just meet you over there in the start of the next episode, okay? I'll see you guys next time.